Coming up on BG Today, a decline in members might cause some campus groups to shut down. The problems one organization says it's facing.
And from warm weather to severe storms, and now a chance for some winter weather. Agatha's got your forecast coming up next.
Plus, the end of an era for one BG senior. An influential player reflects on the career they left behind, ahead in sports.
Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
But first, an update on the conflict in Ukraine. Welcome to BG Today. I'm Claire Mitchell.
And I'm Ethan Watts. The mayor of Kyiv says at least 264 civilians have died in the Ukrainian capital since the beginning of Russia's invasion. The mayor also says that more than 300 people have been hospitalized due to injuries and more than 80 buildings have been destroyed. He says that before the war, about 3 million people lived in Kyiv, but that population has fallen to about half of that because of how many people have fled. The Biden administration also announced plans for up to 100,000 refugees to come to the U.S. A BGSU co-ed fraternity is taking donations for Ukraine this week. Alpha Phi Omega says it's hosting a Rockathon, its yearly week-long fundraiser event. This year, the organization is raising money for Global Giving's Ukraine Crisis Relief Fund. The donations will go towards helping with basic necessities, access to education, and more for Ukrainian refugees. The AFIO Vice President of Service says she has a personal connection to the cause.
It's really awesome, especially because where I'm from, a lot of my friends that I grew up with are Ukrainian, so it really hit close to home for me, so I'm really glad that this was the organization that they picked, because it just means that I get to help out people who I grew up with and help me become the person I am today.
Alpha Phi Omega is also hosting Instagram Lives throughout the week to help raise funds. A link to donate can be found on the group's Instagram page.
On-campus organizations are concerned about the lack of members as the school year comes to an end. For some organizations, like the College Republicans, the lack of membership means they might have to suspend activities or, in some cases, shut down the group. Vice President of the College Republicans group, David Mealy, says membership is key to survival for these organizations.
We don't have the attendance, we don't have the interaction with members to really go out, do things, have productive meetings. Conversations are dying. It's really only a handful, one or two people there talking.
Now, students looking to join organizations can explore all the groups available on campus by searching for student organizations on the BGSU website.
Construction is starting for the new campus gateway at the site of the old administration building. This week, crews begins the first step of the project by leveling the ground and getting the site ready. The estimated $2.2 million construction of the West Gateway Plaza is on pace to be finished by the start of the fall semester.
The first week of spring saw warm weather and even some heavy storms. Agatha, can we expect it all to be cleared up by the weekend?
Well, Claire, we can definitely expect a dreary week ahead. We can expect a big cool down this week, getting down to the mid-40s and dipping below freezing at night, which may cause some frost on the storm. Today, our high is around 55 degrees. We have some high winds. It's going to be cloudy, and our low is getting down to 41, so definitely a lot cooler than last week. And our winds are going to be high speeds, going from 10 to 17 miles per hour. So make sure you whip out your winter jacket again in time for class. Tomorrow, it's also going to be cloudy, but we can expect some rain off and on throughout the day. Our high is going to be around 41 degrees, our low at 36, and our wind is going to be high again from 10 to 16 miles per hour. And then this weekend, we can see our temperatures dip below freezing at night. On Saturday, it's going to be cloudy, our high up to 45, and our low getting down to 26. And then on Sunday, our low is going to be around 28, and our high around 43, and it's going to be cloudy as well. So hopefully we'll get some warmer weather in the weeks to come, but it shouldn't be too bad for now. That'll be it for this week's weather. Thanks, Claire.
Thanks, Agatha. Graduation is just a few weeks away, and TRIO is offering free grad photos. The Student Support Service wants to help out all graduating seniors looking to take grad pictures. Photo sessions are held in University Hall from 10 to 2 every Friday through April 1st. You can RSVP a session time on TRIO's webpage on the BGSU website.
BGSU's Department of Theater and Film prepare for their latest show of the semester. BG24 reporter Ari Kuris has the latest. Ari, how'd it go?
Thanks, Ethan. After a long delay because of COVID, rehearsals are underway for BGSU's production of the Broadway musical PIPPIN. The show's director says the musical has overcome challenges and they're excited to bring it to the community.
We've got magic to do just for you.
The show follows the story of a troubled prince desperate to find meaning in his life. Actor Ian Keller says it's very exciting playing the lead, Pippin.
I'm super grateful for this opportunity. I can't wait. It's a challenge is the best way to put it, just because there's so much to do in such little time.
Rehearsals started late February and now are underway for final weeks of preparation. Director Doc Ellison expresses his excitement for the production, seeing it as a second chance after COVID put a stop to their first attempt.
We were literally in the middle of rehearsals when the show got canceled. It feels really good to come back full circle to Pippin. It's kind of wild. It's a whole new cast. I mean, literally one person who was in the original cast got recast in the same role. I think it's really ripe with possibilities and the ability to make different choices and to have to maneuver and go, okay, I thought we were doing this. I guess we're not.
Show dates are April 7th through 9th at 8 in the evening and 2 in the afternoon, April 9th and 10th. Only about 3 weeks away from performances, and they still have a lot of magic left to do. Tickets are available through the arts page on the BGSU website under the tab Tickets. Back to you, Ethan.
Thanks, Ari. The Latino X Issues Conference made its way back to BGSU's campus for the 26th time. This year, the Latinx Issues Conference featured the Student Research on Latin American Studies. The conference on Wednesday featured a keynote speaker, multiple discussion panels, and a mixer to end it off. Other presentations also discussed topics dealing with race, experiences, and issues within the Latinx community. And in celebration of their 50th year anniversary, the Latino Student Union held a panel reflecting on LSU with past members. Coming up after the break, a BG hockey player is joining a local professional team.
And Falcon football starts back up as 2 players prepare for the NFL draft.
The latest when we come back.
Bowling Green State University, Army ROTC Fighting Falcon Battalion. For more information, visit our website, www.bgsu.edu/Army-ROTC, the #1 leadership course on campus.
Welcome back to BG Today. I'm Brandon Lowe. The Toledo Walleye have signed former Falcon hockey forward Sam Craggs, the all-time leader in games played for BG. Craggs will be under contract with the Walleye until the end of this season. Women's basketball player Madisen Parker hangs up her jersey after a historic career. Earlier this week, I stopped by the practice court to catch up with the now former sharpshooter. So, take me through the decision to come back this season after last season. Was it a given that you were going to come back, or was it you had to take some time to think? Just what was that process like for you?
I'm not sure I would say it's a given. It's kind of a unique opportunity what happened last year, and I think being offered a 5th year to play college basketball is kind of a gift. And I sat down and thought about my options and quickly came to the conclusion that, you know, coming back is what I wanted to do, and I wouldn't have any regrets, you know, putting my time back into this program for another year.
We kind of talked about how your role has changed since you've been here.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like to go through that role change, to go from starting to being a role player off the bench? Then this year you have one of your better guards, maybe your best guard, get hurt before the season starts. And then did that sort of impact how you thought about your role?
Yeah, you know, I've had a unique opportunity here to play it.
Parker leaves BGSU as the all-time leader in career games played, second in three-pointers made, and will live in the NCAA record books forever with the highest three-point shooting percentage of the 2019-2020 basketball season. To see the whole story, check it out on the BG24 YouTube page. Falcon football is underway with their off-season programs. From pro day to practice, the Falcons are busy preparing for the upcoming season. Reporter Charlie Ryan went out to the Perry Fieldhouse to learn more.
As the Falcon football team prepares for a new season with their first spring practice on Wednesday morning, players Devin Taylor and Nate Needham are preparing for the NFL draft. Devin Taylor took part in pro day on Monday in front of scouts from teams like the Giants, Packers, Browns, Texans, and 49ers. Taylor says that he has been talking with multiple teams during the offseason, although he could not discuss which teams he spoke to. Taylor dominated the backfield during the past season with the Falcons and is currently looking at different ways that he will stand out in the offseason among the others in the draft pool.
Just continue doing what I'm doing, honestly. Just make plays when opportunity comes.
For the Falcons, though, they still have a ways to go to get ready for this upcoming season, with multiple holes in their lineup.
The specialists were the guys that we lost, and Devin Taylor. Everyone else is back, which is great. So we got to find a punter, we got to find a kicker, we got to find a field goal guy.
Leffler says, although they were looking in the transfer portal this past season, this season it'll be key to help the Falcons win games. But senior Darren Anders says there's more to it than that.
You know, we just got to learn how to win. You know, our team's pretty young, so just finishing, the Akron game, we were up in the beginning and then just kind of lost towards the end. So, we just got to learn how to finish.
Multiple times throughout the past season saw the Falcons leading in the first half of games, although they were unable to finish out those games, finishing just under 500 for the season. But only time will tell to see what the Falcons will be able to do leading into this new season. For BG24, I'm Charlie Ryan.
Falcons will host their annual spring game for the public on April 23rd at the Doit. Back to you, Ethan.
Thank you, brother. Wednesday was National Puppy Day. To celebrate, some of the BG24 crew is sharing their four-legged friends. National Puppy Day celebrates the unconditional love that puppies and dogs provide. The day also brings awareness to dogs in need of homes. The ASPCA says over 3 million dogs enter shelters every single year. National Puppy Day has been celebrated since 2006. Now that is all the time that we do have. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to BG24TV or follow us on the web at bgfalconmedia.com.
We'll be back next Thursday with updates from around Bowling Green and Wood County. Have a good afternoon.